Yo, this is you right here, and you're hanging out with a bunch of people that you don't like, and they're not helping you achieve your goals. That's probably why you clicked on this video. You're trying to find these guys, the people that are good for you, people that are good for your life. So we're gonna reverse engineer this and help you find better people. We're gonna help you find friends that help you achieve your goals. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. You already know these people suck. You probably spawned in with these people. All right, for some reason, you knew them from college, you knew them from high school, middle school, whatever. Hang around these people, and the problem is these guys like to sit around and do nothing except for bad behaviors. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. These guys also will continue to drag you down into those bad behaviors forever. And then the last thing about these guys is that they input negative thoughts into your brains. They just make it worse. Like they're just never gonna make it better. And so if you continue hanging around these guys, it's just gonna be like sitting around drinking beers and talking about the good old days for the rest of your life. All right. If you don't want that, you want something better out of your life, you want real friends that are gonna actually motivate you and push you forward, this is how you make that happen. All right. First thing you need to understand is environment. All right. Environment is everything. Okay. Environment is what is the ecosystem for the system. It's the environment of this. It's like the top-down look. Like it changes the entire system. All right. Perfect example. If you have a business that's on a busy road, like a restaurant, you are going to get better clients. You're going to get more clients than a business that is further away. If you're trying to buy real estate that's in a better location, you are going to have to pay more for that real estate than real estate that is in a bad location. Okay, so understand, environment is everything. All right, look at the environment these people hang out in versus these people. And another thing too is you probably cope. And you're probably like, well, these guys go to the gym, so they must be like good friends. It's like probably not true at all. Just because they go to the gym does not mean anything. But you have to look at the environment of these types of people, right? I look at my environment. I do a list. Like I regularly will draw a list out of like all the places I hang out at, and I think about, okay, this is where I find, this is where I do everything, right? So for me, coffee shops. I go on walks around my neighborhood. Maybe I'll hang out at my neighborhood pool. I go to the gym, and that's pretty much it. I go to Trader Joe's, get some food, and I go to my martial arts class. All of those places are places where you could potentially find good people to be around, right? Obviously, you're still going to find people that aren't the best in those locations. But even outside of that, that's micro. Let's talk macro. There are other places in the world where there are just better people in general. The biggest indicator for how successful you're going to be is based off of your zip code, right? It's not color, it's not race, it's not gender, it is your zip code. And so if you can get out of it, if you live in a zip code with a bunch of poor people and people that just have a victim mindset, it's time to get the fuck out of there, bro. So figure out whatever it's going to take for you to get out of there, all right? And so you have to change your environment. So make sure you find an environment. If you can't get out, you have to look micro. So macro, try to get out of your place. Micro, how can I put myself in better environments where I'd meet better people, right? This pushes you further away from the losers and more towards this side over here, right? The next thing we're going to talk about is purpose, okay? As a man, it is your job to chase your God-given purpose. It is your job to do what God has requested of you, okay? This is the thing. By the way, these are all the things that the 1% of people do. Okay? Every single one of them. If you look, they all have this stuff in common. Okay? 99% of people will hang out with these losers for the rest of their life and never ever become successful or become anything. The 1% of people do all this. All right, purpose. What's your purpose? Why are you here? What do you do? What are you trying to do with your life? What are you trying to build? If you're not trying to build something, you're just like floating through the wind doing nothing, okay? And that's how most people are. They just float through life. When you have purpose as a reason to live, like it solves like 90% of the problems, right? You don't want to get up in the morning. Well, if you have a reason to get up in the morning, you're going to get up, okay? Think about it. Like if it's just a random Sunday, like what are you going to do? You're going to lay around in bed all day and not do anything. But if you have to be at work on Monday morning, you're going to get up and go to work, okay? So look for the situation where you find a purpose in life. Have a reason to get up. Have a reason to move. Okay? So analyze your environments. Remove the bad environments. Stop going to the bars. Stop going to that one friend's house. Stop hanging out with stupid people. And actually go do things that you need to do. The second one is purpose. Okay? Find your purpose. Find the thing that's going to propel you forward. The thing that you want to do that makes you happy every single day. Read it to yourself. Tell yourself your purpose. What's great about this is when you have purpose, you make better decisions. Okay, my purpose is to become the greatest possible version of myself and provide value to other people. All right. If I'm trying to become the best possible version of myself, if it's between the gym and the bar, I'm going to go to the gym because I know that at the gym I'm going to become better. Right. I'm going to do the things required to make me stronger. That's what this is about. So, environment, purpose, and the next one, communicate. All right. Communicate with other people. All right. Learn how to talk to other individuals. It's a very, very good thing that you can do. All right. Practice this. I would tell you, go walk up to random people, or like when you're in passing, like at some point in time, you're going to pass a person in the street. Just start saying hi to people. Like, hey, how's your day going? Like, start conversations with random people. And that's the only way you're going to make friends. The problem is people don't make friends and they stick around the same people that they've been hanging out with forever. It's because they are lying to themselves about wanting to go talk to other people. They're like, I want to make more friends. Like, let's be honest, like man to man, like you lied to yourself about having better friends because you sit here and you're like, oh, well, I want more friends. But then when you have the opportunity to go talk to new people, you don't, right? Make conversation. Make conversations, communicate with strangers, all right? Walk up to people, say, hey, hi, what's your name, right? Hi, my name's Steven. What's your name? How's your day going? Sometimes you'll find, and I've actually had some times where the best business conversations, the best work conversations, the best relational conversations, everything comes from just saying hi to random people, okay? Communicate with other people, all right? Pushes you more towards hanging out with the winners. If you do this, all right, if you keep your environment safe, you have a purpose, and you go out of your way to communicate with at least one new stranger a day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to have a long conversation and try to force something with somebody. Okay? If you do this every single day, I guarantee you by the end of the year you'll have made a new friend. Guaranteed. Okay? And again, it's volume. Okay? Not everybody's looking for new friends. Not everybody's gonna be the type of person you're looking to hang out with. But just do it, right? Not everyone wants to be that person, but if you do it, more volume, more reps, right? If you start getting 3 to 5 new people a day that you're talking to, guess what? All of a sudden you start making some friends. And I'm gonna tell you something too. You don't want to like really hardcore push, just to give you some like background on how to do this. You say hi, like say you see someone in the gym, you say hi, have a little conversation, or you say hi the first time you talk to them and you walk past them. Second time you say hi, oh, it was good. You know, I've seen you around, you see you working out a lot. What are you hitting today? Whatever. Let the conversation die. Next time you see them, communicate with them again. And then eventually you ask that person to do something that's similar to what you guys are doing now. So if you see someone in the gym, hey, let's hang out at the gym again. Or you see someone at a restaurant, hey, we should come back to this restaurant and kick it sometime, right? Do activities that both of you guys would do that's not weird, right? It's just very simple, like basic stuff. And then it's on you. So understand, like it's always going to be on you to initiate that conversation. So don't like think that, oh, okay, this person, is going to hit me up and ask me to hang out. No. You hit that person up and ask them to hang out. Next one is community. All right. You can join communities where other people are like-minded and are doing things that are similar to what you're doing. Right? So one thing that I would recommend is you join some form of online community with other people that have similar interests as you. All right. I'm in one right now. I talk in that community every single day. I'm one of the highest contributors in that community, and I'm friends with a lot of guys in that community. I've been in it for almost a year now, and I know all these guys. I know their names. I know their dogs' names. I know their relationship status. I know what kind of business they run. I have conversations with these guys all the time. Okay. And sometimes, you meet some of these guys in person, you have good times together, and they become lifelong friends. I have one friend, one of my best buddies right now, I met through another guy in that community. Like the other guy was like in Nashville for a weekend. He happened to know this other guy. We ended up hanging out, and then all of a sudden we started hanging out more and more and more. And now like we're really good buddies, all because I joined this school community and like met some people. So like school is a great platform. SKOOL is a great platform to meet people. All right. So go on there. You start finding people that have similar interests as you. Another thing you can do, join a church. Go like jujitsu is another one. Like doing a martial art. Go to a martial arts school. Meet people, and just join this community of like-minded individuals. Okay, and then you can meet people like that. That's like this is the easiest one. Like this is the easiest thing in the world. You want to get like better at something? Just join a community full of people. Okay, every single entrepreneur. All right, the 1% people. All of these guys have a community of people that they talk to regularly, and they have a backbone. Okay, they have a backbone of people, of individuals that they work with. All right, that they can get information from and knowledge from. Okay, you have to have it. Some form of mentor, coach, whatever it is. All right, 1% of people have that. The really serious people. I will spend infinite amounts of money on my own coaching and ability to hop into communities and venues, right? Another example is like supercars. People always say like, oh, like, why would you buy that car? It's super expensive and it's a waste of money. First of all, I have the money to buy it. And second of all, that car gets me in rooms with other people that I can have conversations with and potentially network with and grow my life and grow my business and grow my network, right? These are the 4 things you need to do. Have better environments. Like, seriously, do an audit of the places you hang out at. If you notice you continue to go to the same spot and nothing fruitful ever comes from it, just stop going there. If you have the money to do it, or if whatever, for your job, whatever, if you can move. Have a purpose. Have a reason to wake up every single morning, because you make better decisions when you have purpose. Communicate with strangers. Hi. My name, like, the way I always like to put this is like, if you ever had like a language class, they always teach you very basic conversation. So like in Spanish class, it was always like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Bien, ¿cómo se llama? Right? Like, hi, how are you doing? What's your name? Like, you can talk to people like that. Another good thing too, like, take your AirPods out. I like to leave my phone in the car when I go places too. That's another great way to see if someone's actually like interested in hanging out with you. If you like have a conversation with them, right? You have a conversation and then you just go, yeah, take down my phone number. We can hang out sometime. I don't have my phone on me. We take down my phone number, right? If they take down your phone number and text you, they're interested in kicking it. Do these things. Find a community. Go on the internet. Find a community of like-minded people, brothers, people you can call brothers, who will help you and support you. All right? Those are my tips. If you liked, like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful day. Don't do anything stupid.